What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Demo's Diecast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Shout out to all of our returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you. And welcome to any first-time viewers or new subscribers to the channel. Welcome. Today, set up in the parking lot at Tiny Town, we have some random cars, unless you have kind of put together what the cars are. Starting from left to right, we have Brian's Skyline from the Fast and Furious Retro Entertainment Mix. We have a Lexus LFA. This is going to be a Matchbox. We have a Matchbox Ferrari F50. And then over here, we have a Porsche Carrera GT. So, these are out in anticipation of our video today. Boom. Timeless Icons. Car Culture Series. Excellent. This set is going to be the first set of 2026. I did not find these in store, so don't get too excited thinking that they're already starting to hit. Pick these up on Diecast Z. They had them 45 for a set, which wasn't a bad price. We'll turn around and take a look at the rear here and the mix. So we get the Ferrari F50 in red, the Koenigsegg Agera R in purple. We have the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 V-Spec 2 in blue. We have the Lexus LFA in white, and then we get the Porsche Carrera GT in yellow. So let's go ahead and rip into these, and then as we open them and look at some of these newer castings, we will compare them to some older castings that we have on hand and just kind of see how they stack up to their predecessors. So let's get into it. Boom. The Ferrari F50. This is card number 1 out of 5 in the set. This is a brand new casting from Hot Wheels. They did do a Ferrari F50 in the older castings, but I'll be honest with you, it was not up to par. I feel like that older Ferrari F50 is very small compared to the rest of Hot Wheels castings. So far, this thing looks excellent. So very proportionate, it looks like on this one. First and foremost, you get that beautiful Ferrari red. Absolutely love it. You get the body line down the side. You get the nice cutout with the venting here on the side. Classic 5-spoke gray wheel, which is accurate to what the car would have in real life. We do get an open engine cover here, so your back glass, which is part of your interior glass, will see through and you can see the engine. I'm interested. I will be swapping one of these eventually, so I'm interested to see what kind of detail the engine actually has down in there. We'll go up to the front. We do get mirrors on the casting, so that's excellent. Absolutely love it. New casting with mirrors. You get a Ferrari logo there on the front fender. Turn around, take a quick look at the front. Tampoed up headlights look pretty decent. Not a crazy amount of detail on them. I don't know. So it looks like they kind of did like a red body color, and then they've got a lens in there with a blinker. Your Ferrari emblem here on the front bonnet. Some marker lights down here on the front bumper. And then that venting is really cut out and really deep. It does not go all the way through. You can see the inside, which I believe will be the interior. But really nice that they did cut it out that deep to begin with. Single windshield wiper here on the windshield. Do get a couple other vents down low here, but they're not going to be cut out. They're just painted black. We'll turn around and take a look at the rear. We do get some beautiful tampoed up tail lights. Your Ferrari emblem there in the middle. In the real car, this would all be like black mesh that's all vented. It is textured like mesh, but it's not open. Exhaust detail looks really good, and it looks like this is going to be a hook casting, so we won't have a rear rivet, which is correct. So front rivet there, no rear, because the hook is what holds it in. Spoilers built in, not going to be removable. It looks like they did a pretty decent job of that. Good body lines there as well. So we'll take a quick look at the Matchbox casting. You can tell that they took a lot of cues for the Hot Wheels casting from the Matchbox. I do believe that the Matchbox casting was a better casting than the early F50 from Hot Wheels. But the Matchbox casting is just, look at it, it's just a little bit big. So you can tell it's a little bit longer. I feel like it's a little bit wider. Height-wise, might be pretty much the same. But they do have a lot of the same body lines and hues, so it looks like they took the Matchbox tooling and used it for the Hot Wheels remaster, I guess. I mean, all in all, to be honest with you, the Matchbox kind of still looks better, even though it's an older casting. But everything is pretty much the same. So they definitely used this casting to make this one. It looks like they just shrunk this Hot Wheels down a little bit. Excellent. Next up, boom, the yellow Carrera GT. Beautiful. So this is the first time we've seen this in premium. We have seen it in mainline back here a few different times. I think they've done a mainline in yellow, so yellow is nothing new. Tampoed up headlights on here look really good. You've got really good projector detail there and there. You got your Porsche emblem there on the bonnet. We get some venting down here on the front. It's not actually cut out. It's just painted black, but looks like a nice job. Windshield wiper detail. The only thing I don't like about this casting is the staggered fitment. So you get the 10mm front, 12mm rear. I wish they would have just done a square setup. I believe in real life the car actually does come with like a 17-inch front, 18-inch rear, or 18-19. I get it, but for customization and just, Hot Wheels purposes, they could have gone with 210s and been okay. I think it would still look all right. You do get a tampoed up side marker there. Good texture detail. No cutout here for the venting. Take a look at the rear. Tampoed up taillights look pretty decent. You get your white along the top, which would be a clear blinker and a reverse light, and then your red brake light. Third brake light, Carrera GT badging there on the bumper, and then the engine covers back here, which is really nice. Exhaust detail also looks really good on the premium as well. No hook casting on this. You will get 2 rivets. And let's take a quick look at a comparison with the mainline. So size-wise, they are going to be the same. Obviously, these are both Hot Wheels, so it's the premium is just the mainline casting with a metal base. Unfortunately, there's no mirrors on the original mainline, and it doesn't look like we're going to get mirrors on the premium either. But again, it's the same casting, so I get it. They didn't retool it per se. They just put it with a metal base. Turn around, take a look at the rear. Everything looks pretty much the same. All in all, pretty nice. Not too bad. I feel like they did a solid job with it. Next up, boom, Koenigsegg Agera R. This is, to my knowledge, at least the third time we've seen this casting. We saw it in red in the Need for Speed series, entertainment series for premium. And then we also saw this in, I think it was white, and it was a gumball car. And then I think we've seen it one other time in a different white deco for Boulevard, if I'm not mistaken. So this is like third or fourth, but all in all, really cool casting. I do like the purple. I think this pops. And if I'm not mistaken, Luka Doncic has an Agera R that's almost the exact same color scheme. I don't think that's what this car is modeled after. It could be. If I can find some pictures during editing, I will put those down here in the corner so that we can give a little comparison to what his car looks like. But he does have an Agera R. I'm pretty sure it's an Agera with Lakers color scheme. And for those of you who don't know who Luka Doncic is, he's a player for the Los Angeles Lakers. He was traded to the Lakers last year from the Dallas Mavericks. So, but beautiful purple paint on this one. I do love it. I like the black. I like the yellow accents. You got the open roof right here that you can see through. You got your Ghost emblem there on the engine cover. The 3-piece spoiler, which is plastic back here in the back. Tampoed up taillights look really good. Exhaust detail on this one is going to be almost non-existent. You do get some diffuser detail there. Turn around and take a quick look at the front. Tampoed up headlights look great. Your Koenigsegg badge there. No open venting. I guess it is open down here, but it does have some mesh behind it. So excellent. No hook casting on this one. It is 2 rivets. Beautiful. Again, I wish they would just do 2 10mm wheels instead of the staggered 10-12. Just makes it easier to swap, whether it be with real riders or with some sort of like aftermarket style wheel. Next up, boom, my personal favorite of this set, the brand new R34 casting. So this is going to be a Skyline R34 V-Spec 2. And after we go over this, we'll compare it to the first R34 tooling back here. On this one here, they've given us the black 5 spokes, good side skirt detail. You got your GT badge, side marker, door handle detail looks excellent. They did give us mirrors on this casting, so a huge plus there. We'll turn around and take a quick look at the rear. You get the VS2 license plate. Your V-Spec 2 badge would be over here underneath the rear taillight. Skyline printing there in the middle. Nissan badge, GTR, keyhole, third brake light. Over here you have a fog light and a reverse light. V-Specs would have come with 2 exhaust pipes, so like a dual tip muffler there. You get the V-Spec spoiler, so this is going to be lower than what we see on the original casting back there. And it is a separate piece, so you can see how it goes into the body there. So it will be able to be swapped out. And then also too, on V-Specs, they have the rear diffuser built in, and it looks like they've done a good job of representing that. So here's your lines for your diffuser, and then here's where your exhaust pipe kind of just peeks through, and then this is all covered up. Really good drivetrain detail though, and everything else underneath. Take a look at the front. Tampoed up headlights look really good. Turn signals there on the bumper. The VS2 front license plate again. No GTR badge in the middle of the grille there. You do get the V-Spec 2 hood, so these are carbon fiber hoods in real life with the venting there for hot air to escape. Windshield wiper detail looks really decent, and you do get a front lip down here, but however, unlike the original casting, this front lip is going to be part of the body. It's not part of the base. So you can see how the base comes up and meets the body there. So interesting. Since we have it out, let's go ahead and take a comparison. So headlight detail looks way better, obviously, on the new one. Obviously, they've improved the tampos. I think the shape of them is better. I think the front end view of the car, the V-Spec 2 is much more proportionate to a real car. Now that I look at this one, it's very cartoonish. It's kind of like bubbly, whereas this one's more flat and spread out, kind of like the real car would be. You do get the front lip as part of the base on this original casting versus, again, on the body for the new casting. Biggest difference is obviously going to be mirrors. This original casting was built off of a Nissan Skyline R34 R-Tune, which was built by Nismo. So you get the R-Tune hood with the multiple vents there. You get the R-Tune front bumper, R-Tune rear spoiler, or basically the Nismo rear spoiler with the high risers. Nismo rear skirts here. Exhaust detail is just going to be one single exhaust coming out. Base details. I definitely think the older casting has way more detail to the base than the new casting does. But tampoed up taillights look much better on the new one. Obviously, they've improved all of that stuff over time. Side by side, I feel like the new is just a little bit taller. It just has more of a presence. The older one is just kind of, I don't know, cartoonish and kind of small. They chose the GT wheel on the old casting versus the black 5 spokes on the new. And the blues are Similar, but definitely different. But they did a great job with both of them representing that Bayside blue color. So excellent. Both got good door handle detail as well. And the other thing I noticed is that you get a window down in the old casting versus the window up in the new casting. But all in all, excellent. I really like the new casting. I'm a fan of it, and definitely looking forward to seeing more colors of this come out. And last but certainly not least, boom, the Lexus LFA. Yes, sir. This is a brand new casting from Hot Wheels. First time we have seen this. I do have the Matchbox version back here. This is actually a Matchbox collector, so it does come with opening doors as well. We'll do a quick review on this, and then we'll take a comparison between the two. First thing that stands out and that I notice, mirrors. This one, you get the classic red interior. That's beautiful. Gas cap detail there, some body lines there. Gray multi-spoke wheels don't really do it for me, so this will be getting a swap. One will probably get swapped with some high-end wheels, and then the other will get swapped with just a different style of rail rider. Your F badge there on the front fender. You get some nice venting down here on the rear quarter. Turn around and take a look at the front. We got your LFA headlights tampoed up, look amazing. You do get the Lexus badge there on the front bumper. This is like venting here, this little black line. Some more venting up here on the hood, and venting here on the front isn't open, but it does have texture. This is open and has good depth to it back here. We'll turn around and take a look at the rear. Tampoed up taillights look great. More venting over here, which isn't actually open, but it does have some texture to it. Your LFA badge, your Lexus badge, third brake light, and this one has the rear spoiler in the up position. And then, of course, your classic tri-exhaust on the LFA. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Turn around and take a look at the base. One rivet, so this is going to be a hook casting. So it looks like this rear license plate will be our hook. So that's actually pretty cool. Since we have it out, we'll go ahead and take a look at the Matchbox casting. Again, Matchbox is always just a little bit bigger than Hot Wheels. Front ends look pretty decent. I think the Matchbox looks a little bit more crisp. I would have to actually take a look and compare these to a picture of the real car. Hot Wheels got mirrors, Matchbox didn't. As you can see, you hold the rears up, and even in the Matchbox is definitely bigger. It's longer, it's a little bit wider. Rear windows, the Hot Wheels has a bigger rear window. And then like we saw on our Skylines, the Matchbox comes with no window, and the Hot Wheels does come with a window. Matchbox makes sense because this has opening parts, so you couldn't put a window in there and have that open. But all in all, I think both are excellent. One of them will stay with rail riders. The other one I'll end up swapping with some high-end wheels. But, I mean, all in all, these are excellent representations of an LFA. If I'm going by memory, I feel like the Hot Wheels has a better-looking front fascia than the Matchbox. Tampoed up headlights, I'm definitely going with the Hot Wheels. Tampoed up taillights, I don't know. They're both pretty similar. Just a little bit better print on the Hot Wheels than on the Matchbox, but not the end of the world. Guys, let me know down in the comments what you thought about the review on the Timeless Icons today. A, have you seen any of these sets hitting your stores yet? B, have you pre-ordered from anywhere? And then C, if and when they hit, do you plan on just ordering a case? I did forget to mention that the chase in this series will be the R34 in all black. So that will be the third Skyline chase that we'll have in car culture. Not looking forward to trying to find this, but we'll probably order up a case or two and hope for a chase in there. So, but drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and we'll keep it moving. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already, please don't forget to smash that like button. Appreciate you guys tuning in, sharing your time with us. And we'll see you guys very soon on the next one. One love.